The next story has to do with Phil Brooks, CM Punk, who is not working Crown Jewel because he has been very critical of Saudi Arabia and a lot of the countries in the Middle East. He feels like it's straight up money grab. He was saying when he was in AEW, I guess there was always this thought in the back of folks' mind when he came to WWE, like would he actually come to WWE knowing that they do these shows and would he work one of the shows? So Sami Zayn, for the most part, has not done that. He's Syrian. He has a very good reason to not be in the Middle East. That it also is like a risk for him. You know, he can get
Hmm.
kidnapped, all kinds of crazy. So I think it's some solidarity with Sami Zayn. I know KO has missed the majority of those shows as well. His best friend is Sami Zayn. Like, makes sense. But CM Punk is missing the show. What do y'all think about that? Especially given all of the talk about Punk being for self and not really being a good locker room guy, stuff like that.
I mean, if that's how he personally feels, then he has every right to feel that way and not and decide not to do it. Especially is he doesn't even seem like Triple H or anybody else is kind of like forcing him, saying like, "Nah, you gotta go do that." And if he feels like if it's a money grab, I mean, I feel like general consensus about everybody who looks at the Crown Jewel pay-per-view, it is a money grab. Like it's a money grab. It's not really anything that is, I guess, like for wrestling fans is just more like, okay, let's how much money can we make? Um, and we can make a lot of money. I mean, they even built a WWE like experience type attraction in Saudi as well.
Hmm.
So that's just it's just more of like, okay, how much money can we make at this point? But as far as CM Punk deciding not to work it, I mean, that's how he feels. And I think it's great, honestly, on the side of WWE and Triple H to not put him in a position to try to force him to do it. And if he's standing, showing some sort of solidarity with the locker room, again, it goes against everything that people have been saying, like you said, Drew. Everybody been saying about CM Punk, like he's there for self. I mean,
Hmm.
he's like, nah, I'm gonna stand with Sammy on this one. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna work it. WWE will be fine. They're still gonna bring in tons of money. They're gonna be great. So, I mean, good. Stand on business as the kids are saying now. Stand on
Hmm.
business. And don't go. I mean, that's your prerogative, bro.
I think it's fine that he actually has morals and sticking to it. You don't really see that too often, or many of us don't get the opportunity to actually do that because we work certain jobs that we have to do to provide for our family. So, I'm glad that he's like, listen, he's using his independent contractor,
Hmm.
title and saying, I'm not going. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not a show that I'm working. And I'm glad WWE is not, really enforcing like, oh, you have to go or you get fired type shit. Something Vince probably would do. You know what I mean? If
Facts.
the Saudis was requesting to see him in a match, Vince probably would try to, you know, put the gun on him like, hey, you gotta go or we're gonna have some issues type shit. So I'm
Hmm.
glad he's able to do that. There's no repercussions. And sometimes you gotta stand for certain shit. You know what I mean? So I'm with it.
Yeah, I think it's dope. It's different because he doesn't. So for like Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, like because of their like more personal connection, and they all three of them all were in Ring of Honor together. Like they all came up in this game together. For them to do it is like one thing, especially Sami Zayn, but for CM Punk to do it, especially when I'm sure Punk is making great money in WWE, but like, they were able to get Shawn Michaels to come out of retirement for one of those matches. Undertaker worked a few of them shows, damn near died fucking around with Goldberg. So like the bread got to be cool. Like for Shawn Michaels to come out of retirement, that check had to been at least eight figures.
Mm,
So like I'm sure it was astronomical money, but it also like fits in with what they're doing in terms of giving people rest, letting storylines like die down so you can build a new one. Like it almost fits perfectly. So And it seems like
Right.
Drew probably he taking a break too.
As he
So my
should.
guess is that Drew probably not working this show. I also appreciate that instead of Crown Jewel being a part of like regular storylines,
Hmm.
they're building in like some other bullshit storyline that they can run for just this show that doesn't disrupt all the other shit they was doing. Like that time when Goldberg beat the Fiend at one of them shows for the belt, and it was just like, wait, what?
Hmm.
Like what? Why Goldberg? All right, cool. If he gonna wrestle, let him wrestle like Trick Williams or something. Some random one-off shit. Like, don't have him wrestling the world champ. He Goldberg fuck around, win that shit. I'm turning the TV off.
Right.
Yeah. No, so
Yeah. I
that
think.
was that's that.